When I was in like third grade, I made this little series. I got like index cards, little tiny pieces of paper, and I drew a comic book series, and I called it Morple. It was about this little circle guy. He had arms and legs, and he could transform into anything. And you know what's funny is there's actually a children's animated show called Morphle, which is the exact same concept. So I used to joke around and be like, they stole my idea. They stole it and they made it better. But, whatever. The point is, back in third grade, my classroom had like a class library, and you were allowed to just, well, I mean, I guess I was allowed to, I took my index card comic book and I just put it on the library shelf, and people read it, and people were like, this is cool. Like, this is cool. I like the world. I like the characters. It's cute. And then people took it, and they also, they would also make comics in the same world, and I was cool with that. I was like, fuck yeah, this is awesome. And over time, I created this little community in my third grade classroom. It might have been second grade or fourth grade. I'm not sure. I made this little community of just like people in my classroom who were drawing these Morple characters and like adding to my series and enjoying it. And I love that. But I've never, had that experience again ever since then. And the reason that I do YouTube or that I do anything else, that I post my art on Instagram, or I don't know, just anything that I do, the reason I do that is because I want to, feel that again. I want to share what I can create with the world, and I want people to see it, and I want people to join in, join this little community. That's all I want. Is I don't want big numbers. I don't want a lot of views. I don't want to make a whole bunch of money. I don't need like a million subscribers. But if that's what I need to achieve the goal, then that's good. It only helps. But I just want to make a little community of people who fuck with what I do, you know, whether it be the YouTube videos I make where I play video games, or I don't know, the artwork that I draw, characters I might create. I don't know, anything, I make music sometimes. I guess I can't, I don't know. Because I really just want to do the whole Morple thing. Something like that, something new. I've tried making other comic series, like drawing them. I have like maybe like 15 pages drawn of this comic series that I was really taking seriously for a while, like 2 years ago, back in high school. It's called like Doctor Robot, right? And basically, the concept, it just came into my head one day when I was like sleeping. Like I would always sleep in class, but then an idea came up to me, and I was like, you know what, this is really cool. I should do this in art class. Every time I go to art class, I should draw pages for this comic. Anyway, the idea was, how in real life, human beings, we created robots, right? And they kind of serve under us. What if there was a world where the people who lived were already robots? They were like, made of metal and stuff, and circuits, and they were powered by oil. But they, one of the robots, Dr. Robot, created a new thing. He created humans, essentially, but he called them robots because his name is Dr. Robot. The species he's actually in is called the Lunarians because they're from the moon. There's a whole like space shit going on. But basically, the Lunarians, who are robots, mechanical beings, they are the main people of the world, just like us humans in the real world. And they created robots, but the robots are made of flesh. You know, that's the concept. Basically, the people who are made of flesh, the robots, they kind of get treated like fucking slaves, and they have this whole revolutionary army thing. They all break free, and the story is supposed to say a lot about, like, the morals of, I don't know, keeping robots and making them do what we want, and then, like, I don't know, something something slavery, something something robots. I don't know. But, okay, that. So if you have interest in that, I have some of the pages of that posted on my Instagram account. I might do something on YouTube about it too, because now that I think of it, that's a good idea. Just like the old comics, the old Morphle comics when I was in third grade. But anyway, that's just an idea. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just ranting. But I just want to make something. I want to make something that people give a shit about, and that people actually want to join in. Like if I'm recording a YouTube video, I want people to be in the comments telling me what to do. Or I don't know, if I go on, or not telling me what to do, but just saying whatever, just talking, being a human being. That's all I really want, is a bunch of human beings to join me. You know? I want, if I ever start live streaming, I want to be able to talk to the chat. And we just have fun. All I want is to share what I can make with the world and see what they can do with it. Like, if I become a meme or something, ignore the laughter in the background, that is my crazy mother-in-law. But if I become a meme or something, that's okay. Cool. No matter what I become, I want to show off what I am, and for people to take off of that and do stuff. I want to inspire creativity. I want to be something that can put a spark in people, right? I want people to see my YouTube videos and be like, you know what? I could do it too. Or for people to see the drawings that I make and be like, you know what? I can do it too. And once they start doing it, or if they're already doing it and they discover me, we can have like a Discord server or something. People can show off their artwork. I want people to create. I want to create. I want to give it to the world. I want people to create and give what they make to the world. So I don't know if what I said made sense, but I had to get that off my chest. That's what that's what I want. That's why I'm doing this. That's why. Yeah.